Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Space Engineers ship showcase. Today, the ship I am showcasing is one that I built back in 2023 to escort a large carrier one of my friends was building at the time, and keep it safe from the MES mods we had installed, so like Ember Corporation, Parallax, a few others like Cult of Light, that one, a couple others. And she has had decent success at taking out these smaller drones and helping out with killing vehicles. Um, I mean, I don't think she's killed a massive frigate from Ember, like one of my other ships in that same world. However, when after she was constructed, she did serve quite well. So, step one, we are going to look at the lore that I created for the ship. And this is the Bloodcrow Heavy Corvette. A one-of-a-kind experimental heavy corvette built shortly before the end of the Martian Civil War, the Bloodcrow would see the most action on the expansionary front, with its squadron playing a major role, that should say with her squadron, playing a major role in the final stand of the Solar Union's largest rival at the time, a rebel group based on the alien planet. The Bloodcrow was a formidable warship, however she was decommissioned after a far more heavily armed Raptor-class corvette had entered mass production. During her years of service, she earned a grand reputation, and was then converted into a museum ship located on Mars. This is of the warship, not the museum ship. The museum ship had a bunch of the experimental tech. Just removed, you know. Armor-wise, it's light armor. She's got 2 interior turrets for anti-personnel, 2 Gatling turrets for AA roles, which is what corvettes before she was built were tasked with, so they had mostly Gatling turrets, 2 assault cannon turrets, giving her the ability to punch more or less above her weight, as well as 2 static rocket launchers. And I do have a video on another channel of her combat test. But yeah, let's just start with the tour. So, paint-wise, it doesn't make too much sense because it's clean, you know, clean armor with war-torn armor. Doesn't make too much sense to have one of the dirtiest and most battered armor types, or armor skins, right next to some of the prettiest armor in the game. But yeah, she has the turrets are mounted on the side, allowing her to, because she is planet capable, with her large up thruster mounted in the middle, allowing her to bombard positions, more or less. Though if you're bombarding, you'd probably want to go nose on. I don't actually know how far she can pitch down in atmosphere, because thrust-wise she only has 8 small reverse. Easily maneuverable, I'll show that off. And I will likely do a little combat test. But yeah, the interior turrets are mounted here. And yeah, so this is the external part of the ship. I really like the bridge, so you'll see when I make a showcase for the Raptor class, the Raptor uses the same-ish bridge design. But yeah, let's head to the inside. Actually, first let's show off the bottom. This was before the new antenna, by the way, so she had to fit one of these massive things. Yeah, she's planet capable. She has full production and a jump drive. She is a long-range ship. She can easily sustain herself, but she does not have any space to park a mining ship or repair ship, so you will have to use hand tools to keep her operating far away. But let's head inside. The airlock is right here, but it is technically possible with this to build a path, allowing you to more or less dock her. Originally, this is actually a slightly updated version from the original, you had to use your jetpack because there's no way to get a catwalk into this little gap. But down here I was able to add in a little area that's more easily... It's a bit easier to catwalk here, okay? And then you just go up the ladder shafts, and you end up here. This is what the interior turrets are for, to prevent boarding, not Hydro-Man stuff, so... She has a midships airlock with a bit of a... what's it called? Armory right here. We're gonna head to the bow of the ship first, to the crew quarters. Used a bit of wood in here, but she's got space for a crew of 2 sleeping in here. However, there's a 3rd bed in the back if needed. She's got some amenities, you know. She's got a full-size medical room. This was built sometime after this dropped, and the War-Torn dropped. So, yeah. Let's head to the front of the ship. Or the back of the ship, I mean. Which is where my favorite part of the ship is located, the bridge. It doesn't look too impressive from here. This is actually where the 3rd bed is located, because I thought, you know what, I'm using this ship in survival. I might want to log off and then log on quickly and just hop into the pilot seat to fly her. But just look at the view from this. This is one of the reasons why I adore this ship. I mean, also it has multiplayer compatibility, actually. No, these seats are not set up control panel-wise. But yeah. For mobility, forward acceleration is... Did we just ram? What is that? That's from one of the previous uses, I'm pretty sure. Forward is quite good. Backwards is also quite nice. Up is decent, but down is definitely a good bit worse, having only the 4 small thrusters. Side to side is also questionable. However, there is at least some side-to-side thrust. Toolbar-wise, Toolbar 1 has a camera up front, as well as the docking systems, and the power production, which I believe is the reactors, or reactor, is it 2 reactors? What is the power production? Let's check. 4 hydrogen engines, and 2 reactors, by the looks of things. As well as the fuel tanks. 2, as with most of my ships, is the combat toolbar. If you check them out, I try to keep the combat stuff on toolbar 2. We do have a camera that is on the very bow, if you look. That camera right there on top is the one on toolbar 1. The camera right there between the rocket launchers is on toolbar 2. Then there's the rocket launchers, as well as turret controls. Toolbar 3 has jump controls, so you can jump the ship as needed, as well as control of lights. There is also emergency lighting. I don't think the emergency lighting goes to the front, as well as antenna control, and that is it for this ship. So I am going to do a little bit of a combat test. I do have one combat mod in this world that just increases the range that each weapon can fire, and increases locking range to 10 kilometers. The tester against 2 of them, because they're actually quite good. Yeah, you can already see the target locking range here. Still out of weapon range. I don't actually remember the exact ranges. I could check the workshop, but we should be able to engage soon, hopefully. these drones are quite heavily armed, by the way. Rockets, autocannons, and Gatling guns. What? Oh, did we knock out the ship to the point where the other drone started shooting her? It looks like we've disabled both drones, though. See, I don't think we took much of any damage there. Just checking. As we get every part of the ship in the light, because it's a pain to see in the dark. I don't think we took much of any damage there. But yeah, so that is the Blood Crow heavy corvette, experimental heavy corvette. Because if you really want the heavy corvette, the Raptor has 2 artillery turrets and 2 assault cannon turrets. Greatly advanced over this. But yeah, so that's it for the Blood Crow, I guess. Yeah, she's got... I like the design. I think if I were to build in this style again, I might swap the paint scheme a bit. Yeah. Maybe make the paint scheme a bit more modern. But I do think for this ship, it works. Yeah, the hydrogen tanks. I'm not good at nerd voice. These don't matter. They've got plenty of health, and they're at the stern. So if you're getting hit there, you've probably already lost more important subsystems or other subsystems, and you're probably already losing. But yeah, thank you for watching. Leave a like, subscribe if you enjoyed. And yeah.